What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe below. Obviously, most of you know me from Instagram, where I try to make those videos short, quick, succinct. Here, we're going to go a little more in depth on some stuff that takes me, more than a minute. Since the story is usually a minute long, I try to cram it all in a minute for you all. Let's just quickly talk. It's end of April as I record this. Michigan had their spring game. You guys know me, those you've been with me for years following my football. There really is no off season anymore with college football. Transfer portal just closed. I watched the Michigan spring game. Very quick thoughts on Michigan spring game. The number one quarterback recruit, Bryce Underwood, cannon for an arm, no doubt. The kid can sling it. However, big fat shaking bootylicious butt. He was all over the place. The reads weren't great. Prior to the last snap of the game where they padded his stats with a flea flicker from the end zone that went for a touchdown, he was, I believe, 11 for 25, 100 yards, a pick. The throws just, they weren't that crisp. They weren't that on point. Granted, it's the spring. He's probably still learning the system. We'll give him that. But just general takeaways, I don't think he's going to start the first game. My guess, Mikey Keene, probably going to be your opening day starter. I say it like it's baseball. But you know what I mean. He's probably start game one for Michigan. That'd be my guess. We'll see. Front seven for Michigan looked pretty good. Probably not as deep as in years past, but still pretty good. The running backs actually looked fairly good. They have a Alabama transfer. His name escapes me now, but the Alabama transfer looked pretty good. Running back room looks like it's going to be pretty good. But kind of the same thing as last year with Michigan so far. The passing game, I don't know. There's no standout receiver that I saw out there. I think the passing game's still going to struggle a little bit. Probably can't be as bad as it was last year, which was my concern last year with Michigan. People poo-pooed me because they, went all the way and did this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, they're likely not going to again. And we know what happened with Michigan. They had an, okay year for Michigan standards. 6 true road games, 2025. That's, I think, the first time in almost 30 years that Michigan's had 6 true road games. So that'll be interesting to navigate. But that's just quick, high-level thoughts on the Michigan spring game. Again, Underwood, rocket of an arm. Not super impressive, though, with the reads and the actual throws that were made. They weren't super competitive. Like I said, back out the flea flicker from the stats, and he was 11 of 25. It's 44%. Granted, Michigan always has a good defense, so maybe that's part of it. We'll see. But just wanted to give you all some quick thoughts on the Michigan spring game. We'll do some more of these videos a little more in depth later on in the summer. So make sure you like, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.